Hello and welcome back. This is a reflection on assignment number two. Basically, I ask you just to start thinking about functions. And the idea of a function is that, in compared to any other language, such as Java or even Python, R is very relaxed or allowed you to implement or to think about your own function, to create your own function. Basically, you can create one of the things that you can do in R that is quite easy is to create your own function. So there is a structure to this function. And the function has to be started with a definition. And yes, it has to start with the idea of data set that allowed you to do that. So in this case, what I allowed you to do is I gave you a data set, I gave you the mean, and I said, okay, let's start applying it. So the function basically has an assignment to its database, and it has the return and sum, which is already a functions. Sum or return is a function. The length is also a function. So what it has is the ability to refer to your database when you do the manipulation of the formula that in this case, the mean. So in this case, we converted the mean into a R function that allowed us to do that. However, one of the things that some of you just post the idea of the two lines. What I wanted you to do is, okay, you created the function, but what the result of the function? So in the last in line number 3, I added the plus my mean to, and I gave it the data set in order for it to generate the result. The result are displayed below, and this is how it been come about. So this is part 1 of the assignment. I hope it makes sense. I hope that you started to see there is a structure. The structure is really open, and you are the one who needs to create your own functions. And this is quite exciting because in compared to other language, you don't have that flexibility. The second part of the assignment is to create your own GitHub repository. Why is it so important? Open source R is, as its name stands for, is the ability to have access to your work. You have to post your work in order for it to be considered. And so the idea of the class is that every time you post your reflection on your blog is the journal that you carry out in this class, and the GitHub is the code repository. Why is that? Because the blog sometimes does not allow us to post code or show the execution. In GitHub is basically a repository of all the codes that we are writing in R. And when you're going to finish your project, and if it will be great, and I'm sure it will be, one of the requirements is that you will submit it to the R repository. Our repository asks you to have some repository in GitHub, so they will be able to check to see if your package actually works. So this is something, again, transparency that this class is asking you to have in order for you to have more reliability to the work that you do. So I'll post everything. I hope it makes sense. Again, my office hours are Tuesday from 10 o'clock until 5 p.m. If you want another day, please let me know in advance so I'll be able to accommodate your time. Until then, have fun and enjoy. Good work on assignment, everyone.